All right, this is called the hammer-on shuffle. Now we're mixing a few different elements here to get the pattern that we're playing with our strumming hand. So we're doing a hammer-on, which if you've learned that already, you're going to know that hammer-on is basically when you hit the string once, but you end up hearing two notes because you're hammering your finger onto the fret to get the second note. So we're going to do that in this rhythm pattern. And then we're also going to do a little bit of a shuffle strum, like the up, down, up, sort of a shuffle feel to it. So hammer on, shuffle, we're playing some minor chords. So we're starting with the A minor chord. Again, I mean, these can work on a number of different chords. I'm just showing you a little bit of a pattern with your strumming hand, and then you can incorporate just different sounding chords to kind of make it sound unique and sound different. And it's always fun when you are working on something that actually sounds good at the same time. It doesn't just feel like an exercise. So that's why we've got a couple different chords that we're incorporating here. So let's take a closer look at the hands. So we're going to start by hitting the bass note of the A minor chord. So the bass note is going to be our lowest bass note for that chord, which happens to be the A string. So it's going to be the fifth string we're going to play open, and then a downstroke, and then up, down, up, and then the bass note again, and then downstroke, and this is where we do the hammer on. We're going to take our second finger, our middle finger, we're going to take it off the fret, play it open, so we're going to play the D string open, and then we're going to hammer our finger down. And make sure, in order to get that hammer sound, to make sure that we can really hear it, because we're not plucking it twice with our picking hand, with our strumming hand. We're only hitting the string once, but we want to hammer our finger down hard enough so that we can hear that second note. So I'm plucking it once, but we're hearing two notes. We're hearing the open string, and then we're hearing the next note that we're playing right when we hammer it, which happens to be the second fret here, which is an E. So we're actually going from a D to an E. So let's look at that rhythm part again. We're going to play the bass note, downstroke, up, bass note, downstroke, the hammer on from the open string to the second fret on the D string, and then one more downstroke. Let's see that again. Okay, let's go a little faster now. Bass note down, up, bass note down, hammer on down. All right, now let's move to the E minor chord. I love the A minor to the E minor. It just sounds really cool. If you're into kind of, that melancholy, minory mood, you'll go to the A minor, and it's a really easy transition. You're just going to take your second finger and third finger, move them up to the fifth and fourth strings. Now we've got our E minor chord. Same thing, except now our bass note is going to be the sixth string. Open 6, which is an E. So the pattern is going to be the same with our strumming hand. Bass note down, and then we're going to skip over the strings. Up, down, up, bass note, down, and then we're going to do the hammer on. Now we're going to use a different finger this time, or if you want, it's totally fine if you want to just do that second finger again. What I was doing in the example at the beginning of the video was I was hammering on this same string, that D string. So it's a little bit more challenging because we're hammering on using a different finger. We're staying on the same string for the hammer on, but just using a different finger. When we're on the A minor, the hammer on is with our second finger. Now when we're on the E minor, the hammer on is with our third finger. So it stays on the same string. It's still going to be the open D to the second fret. It's just a different finger. Okay, let's put it all together now. We'll start slow. 3, 4. One more time. A minor. E minor. All right, so there's a lot going on in this one. If you're comfortable with it at a slower tempo, then you can speed it up a little bit like this. 3, 4. All right, so that's the hammer-on shuffle. A few different things going on here. We've got to isolate the bass note, so we're playing the bass note. We're doing a little bit of a shuffle, and we're doing a hammer-on. Lots to work on there, lots to have fun with as well as you're playing it. Don't get too frustrated with it. Listen to how cool it sounds with the A minor and the E minor. Try different chord shapes, use different hammer-ons. All in all, this is a great rhythm pattern to work on and to learn. All right, I'll see you in another lesson very soon.